What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back live. It's
back,
on.
Baby.
Trying to sound a little bit better. We're getting there. We're getting close. But we are in the same place this week, still testing the tech. Because soon this show is going to be, a part of it is going to be on the road somewhere.
Yeah, it's still a really bad podcast, though, as you can see.
It is.
Right, we on brand tonight.
And shout out, there was more people. I was at church today and realizing more and more people who listen and was like, hey man, y'all still gonna be doing that? Somebody actually asked me that today. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope. A couple people said that we helping them get home in traffic. I think that's dope.
Absolutely.
James,
a couple of new people.
Look and sound like he got a prison video, like he stole my iPhone in prison. Where he at, man? Where he at? What you sound like, man?
Yeah, he got the prison joint going.
Yeah, he's about to make a top ramen video for us. Top ramen burrito.
It's got that jail sound, man. What's going on? What you want me to do? What can I do?
You good.
Now we'll have it done now since I, tested my little situation. I see how we can make it work.
For sure.
It's dope. Technology is gonna make it happen, y'all. So still be really bad at this together.
I like your blurred mic. Your blurred mic is hard.
Yeah, you should take your blur off, Jay.
Y'all don't like that? You don't like the blurred mic?
I want to see the bite. Man. Your blur and your mic and your chair is distracting me.
The boy said it's distracting them.
Yeah, you're right, man.
It's like you in the flash zone or something like
Hey man, I still believe he was frozen on that last pre-pod moment, man. I don't think your feed was working. You didn't move, man. You wasn't breathing. Ain't no way that was real.
I'm telling you, I wasn't moving, bro.
Nobody can be that still, man.
Yes.
Bookie was waving his hand like you was unconscious. He's about to do the concussion test on you. There's no way that was real, man.
Trying to tell you I was, man, just sitting still.
That man had a little stroke, Bookie. That man wasn't okay for
me. Oh my God.
Man, this dude is crazy, man. What's been up, y'all? What's been up since this little break? I'm feeling like I came back and hitting the ground running.
That man want a really bad toast first. He ain't what you want.
Want my really bad toast, dog.
He got a little.
Bookie be keeping it straight too, because I showed this be diving in.
Bookie, one of them kids, had a security blanket. Like everything got to be the same, or he get thrown off. He start throwing tantrums. He need everything consistent.
I'm not even mad.
This is like the greatest water on earth right here, bro.
Starbucks from where?
Free water.
Oh, the Starbucks free water?
Man, Starbucks free water is so fire, bro.
The mint water at Movita, bro. Y'all, that's the cucumber mint water at Movita. That's the way.
I don't
This nigga's talking about spa water.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to
they be having that spas.
and all that, dog. I just want some nice ice water from Starbucks, bro.
Hey, if you're in a hurry, Jay, this is the juice that you get from 7-Eleven if you can't make it to your juicer.
7-Eleven trying to kill us. I don't trust nothing in 7-Eleven. They trying to kill us.
11 grams of sugar. That's not bad if you behave the rest of the day, is it?
No, that's cool.
That's not too bad. It ain't
11 grams of sugar.
Cold press is
that's not good. It ain't terrible if you want to run. And they like 2 for $5 too. That's the way.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and do the commercial for them, I mean that's fine with me.
Hey, I ain't giving nobody no free pub. I need that wire. You know what I'm saying? I need that wire.
This man want me to cut out the commercial. Cut that out. Ain't no free.
I need that.
Free ads.
I'm with you, Bookie. I need that wire.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Because our 20 listeners might go buy that juice. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's right. I put a link down. Put my code in when you buy too. Exactly. Put our really, really bad code in. We'll see what let us know what happened in the DM.
Not you. I don't want to see you on TikTok shop, bro.
TikTok shop.
shutting it down. I'm telling you, everything has moved. All the QVC, all the 1995 commercials, all that stuff has just concentrated itself over at TikTok. Just
Hey, TikTok on the clock, ain't it? We gonna have TikTok on the first?
I think so. I don't know, for a while. I don't know. I don't really know what's up with that. It doesn't seem like TikTok is going anywhere, but you never know. You know.
Yeah,
That's gonna
I think
shake up
they just ruled
budgets.
they upheld it. I think they just had a ruling this week about it, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't.
Gonna mess up a lot of people bread. It's gonna
Really?
mess up a lot of my scroll screen time too. I even been doing a little Bible study on TikTok, but we gonna get into that. Can we do that, Toast?
Wait a minute. All right, let's get to the toast because we got to get to
spirit
your.
man on TikTok.
We gotta. We gotta get to that. So let's go. Raise a toast. Toast. Drink. You know it. You know how this goes. It's a really bad toast, and it goes: we all fall, but we say don't trip. We all been called, but all stall a bit. We all stand tall until that time we slip. Just admit, without the grace of God, I'm really bad at
this.
Cheers,
Yes,
cheers,
yes.
cheers. Cheers, gentlemen.
Yes.
Here we are again, another week. It's crazy for me. What's fresh on my plate is packing up this house and moving. So that's been so not fun so far. Really, it's been a lot of avoiding doing stuff because I don't really want to get too busy. But my wife, being the genius that she is she broke everything up in pieces and kind of spread out like the little way that we should attack doing all this packing, room by room and section by section and what should go first type of deal. And we just knocking it out. That's what's, fresh on my plate right now, fellas, is packing up this house and moving. Matter of fact, as I think of it, one of the cars is going to get shipped off tomorrow too, because it takes like a couple weeks for them to get all your stuff to them. So we're going to try to get one car there early.
That other price ain't right, huh? That express overnight Bill Gates price, that ain't the one.
What you mean, the Bill Gates price you talking about?
I mean, if you wanted to get that joint there fast, I'm sure that joint will break you to ship a car in like 2 days.
Probably.
Yeah,
I didn't even look at it like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
what is the standard? Matter of fact, I'm just using people that Adam used. That just made it easy. Like I wanted to use somebody that was like successful with them. So it's like, all right, you really got your stuff completed through them. Okay,
your car
use
actually showed up.
Yeah, your car actually showed up. So I think I'm gonna go with the people, because it's a little shady.
You could have found somebody on a Facebook marketplace that would have drove it there for you.
Of course. We don't know where else they would have drove it either, though.
Hey, you don't need to know what you don't know.
I didn't need that either. I needed to actually arrive to where it's going. So so doing all that kind of stuff, purging and packing.
Yeah, that
should be the name of the album right now. Purging and packing. What's up with y'all?
Man, I'm trying to get my New Year's resolution together, man. I'm trying to really do this right this year.
You really gonna do that?
I do one all the time. I usually go right up until about Halloween and then I fall off. But we'll see. This year.
Wait. You said you start your New Year's resolution and you go all the way to Halloween?
I usually do all right. Like this year, my New Year's resolution for 2024 was to not buy myself nothing unless I was replacing it. Like I could replace razors or, whatever. If I lost a glove or something, I could replace it. But I couldn't buy nothing new for myself. I had too much stuff. I didn't have no reason to buy nothing else for myself. So yeah, I did pretty good up until about Halloween. Somebody hit me with some crazy sale. I started buying Christmas gifts, and I saw a few things. I was like, I can't pass this up. So, but that was all right. That was all right.
You make it to Halloween. That's a success.
That's what I'm saying. Like I do all right. I'm trying to do this right. So this year,
that's accomplishment. most people fall off by February. You know what
I
I'm
try
saying?
to
For
set the
real.
bar
That's
low.
what I thought he was gonna say.
I set the bar super low, and I try to practice in December too, so I can get myself kind of amped up for it. So this year is I'm not eating nowhere except the grocery store, unless I'm out on a date with wifey or something. I could, that's the exception. If we celebrating a birthday and I'm at whatever restaurant with y'all, then I could eat there. But other than that, I gotta eat out the grocery store all year. Everything
What
I
you mean?
eat. What you mean?
You said you got to eat out the grocery store on you.
Yeah, I gotta
No,
go get fresh
which
food. I gotta
which
go
grocery
buy
store are you
fresh
talking
food.
about?
All of them, any of them,
You
any
gonna be
of them.
walking around food for less, eating pickles.
No, man.
Yep.
Like when I get hungry, I can't go to Jack in the Box and get 1,000-calorie burger. I can't do that. I gotta go to the store. I gotta buy the ingredients for a salad or a sandwich or whatever, and I gotta go home
You
and
can
cook it.
go to Whole Foods and get a burger from Whole Foods.
No,
It's
no,
gonna be
that's not the grocery
It'll be
store. That's
like
like a
$30.
it's like a deli or something. No, I can't do
It's
that.
inside the grocery store, dog.
Nah, it's not. That ain't part of it. It gotta be fresh fruit, fresh. I could grab a chicken breast from Whole Foods and take it to the house. I
So
could do
now you
that.
changing the see. You see how they do? They change. They always moving the field goal post. You know what I'm saying?
Was that bad? That's too much. I'm trying to be realistic so I can do it. Give me a
You
little
just said
room.
you can't get no hot foods out there. Now you talk unless it's a chicken breast, unless it's a sour patty, unless it's some grilled chicken, unless it's you know what I'm saying. Come on, dog.
Hey man, they can grill the chicken for me. Give me some room, yo. It's not like you said a
Boogie, he
burger.
gonna be like, he
Bookie
gonna be
want me
like,
to he want me to make it to February. That's all
Boogie,
you
he
want me
gonna
to
be
make it.
like, he be like, yeah, I'm gonna give me the double cheeseburger out of the grocery store because they do make them at that grocery store. They do make the
Yeah,
double
That's what I'm
exactly,
saying.
chili
That's why
cheese
that
hamburger, so that does qualify.
exactly.
no, that's
Hey,
why
look,
that don't count.
hey, because you go to Northgate. Look, he gonna go to Northgate, come out with a whole pork rind. Yeah, I'm buying the hot food section out the
Yeah,
grocery
out of the
store.
grocery store, I'm good. It's
Hey,
nothing
how
wrong.
big was the
Barbecue,
pork rind again?
barbecue
That joint was
pigs,
huge.
tacos. You got barbecue
No,
pigs and tacos out of Northgate. Come on, it's
I
out of the
can't.
grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the new rule. Long as it's the grocery store,
I,
Bookie,
hey,
it's
I
all
support
good.
you, dog. I support you.
Hey, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. It's for real now. It's on camera now. It's out here.
Yeah.
It's out here now. I can't eat nothing unless I
So
go
when
to
I
the
hit you, be
store
like,
and make it.
be like, hey Jay, let's meet at Earth's Cafe. You know, I'm not gonna feel bad eating there while you sitting there watching me, dog.
I'm gonna eat a salad. I can eat a salad there.
See, now you making
Nah,
rules again. That's not.
Hey,
he
we
gonna go
gotta
around.
meet.
Hey,
You
man,
said
Nope,
we had to do
we
you
that.
gotta
can't buy
meet.
nothing.
So
We
he got to
gotta
go
meet.
around the corner, go to the grocery
You know what I'm
store,
saying?
see what he can get out of there. He
You
can get a
can't get
salad
nothing
probably
but
out of
Earth
there.
Cafe, dog. You moving the goalposts again.
No,
You said
man.
you can't
If
buy nothing from the
He
spot.
gonna be like, as long as it's grilled chicken and they have it, prepared rightly, I
Yeah,
can get it from
yeah,
there.
it's
exactly.
gonna be something like that for sure. What I'm gonna do? Tell you no, we can't go chop it up at the cafe. Of course we gonna go. I'm
No,
Yep.
gonna get some.
You
Of
gonna
no,
course I
say
gotta go.
this,
That's what I
this
no.
was
You can
saying,
sit there and watch me, dog.
this is my
bro. I'm
New
talking
Year's
about 12
resolution.
o'clock at night. I'm at Tommy's getting
Hey,
2 chili
that is the
burgers.
time frame when it just now he's talking about now it's at 12 o'clock at night. You can't-
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm trying to avoid. 12 o'clock
Hey,
midnight
Bookie,
chili burger.
when he finishes at the end of it, it's gonna be like, man, look, you could just eat whatever you want to at whatever time. Like we gonna just keep moving it. So you can eat whatever you want to, man, at any
No,
time.
I'm trying to avoid that 12 o'clock midnight run to get 4 tacos somewhere. I can't eat that no more.
You like
That's out.
Nah, I
well
know,
well
man.
Tuesday
We getting
Tuesday
old.
through Tuesday through Sunday from 3 to 7 I can eat Chico's pizza, but that's what he gonna come up with, Jay.
Yep,
You
yep. But
know,
after
I got
that, just chicken breast. After that,
After
after
that,
yeah,
that,
chicken
after
breast after
that,
that.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yep, I see it coming.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
I
That's your
support you,
20.
dog.
I do
We'll
too.
see.
Bookie, what's up with you? Anything major happened? Anything not major, but anything noteworthy
Man,
transpired in your existence?
I had a busy weekend again, dog.
What you get into?
I almost printed that letter Give him that letter at the job again. Almost came out.
Boy,
What y'all do? Your own Rose Parade in Gardena? Y'all got your own parade?
God. We had Winter Wonderland.
Man, y'all always doing something.
Hey, Gardena
always doing something, bro.
Cracking.
And I was the MC.
Oh
and
man,
I was DJing the event. You know what? I was MCing and I was doing the music and everything for it.
Resume popping, Jay.
Dude, he is an event coordinator, bruh. I can see him on TikTok soon, just talking about all of these events he's done and how he can hook you up too.
I was running up on stage, introducing the acts, running down, getting the phone, putting it in, doing the sounds. And mind you, I ain't got no experience doing no sound system. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm doing the sound system. And then the people was giving me their phones, and it was passcode locked and all this.
Yeah.
You know what? Man, when I woke up in the morning, I got a knee cramp while I was asleep, bro. My knee, I actually got a cramp in my kneecap. I'm like, how did that happen, bro?
Where is the cramp in your knee at?
Man, then I tried to go get some ice. Then my back was hurting. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna get printed out.
It's whack.
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this organization. I appreciate everything.
Yeah. That's how it started. That's how you started it off.
Oh yeah, that's how I was gonna start off, bro. Oh, I already got it saved in my Word doc. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to save from the last event we did when I was going, but then it was like, oh Lord, we can this day. All right.
That boy ready to push that button.
Yeah.
Send that nuke, huh?
Yeah. And my daughter had her first winter formal. Her first high school winter formal. She in the 9th grade. So
how you feel about that, Dad?
Oh, I was.
I showed up there with my robe on and looking crazy, and wanted to make sure everybody was safe and having a good time.
Yeah. So
nothing weird.
I mean, I'm glad that she's enjoying her high school year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you don't get that back. You know what I'm saying? High school, enjoy your high school time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that she's out there enjoying it. Her and her friends went. You know, she showed me videos of them dancing at the winter formal and doing all that. So I'm just glad she's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 9th grade year, got 3 more years.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. So yeah, that was my weekend though.
Yeah, with the youngin. Yeah. James, anything else crazy? Anything else you
No, man. No, not yet. I have something to talk about next week, though. That's still in the lab. We'll talk.
So we got nothing major. Like I said, just moving.
Yeah.
But we had a United Healthcare executive get unalived. I like that. How they say that
on camera, though, man. On camera in front of the world.
The first person I thought was Bookie, and I was like, Bookie will have something for why this is going down soon after. Something's going to hit his feed to educate him on what's going on, and then he's going to let the rest of us know.
Yeah,
man, bro. I've been listening, watching videos of all that. Like, bruh. Hey, you know what the crazy part is? This is the crazy part though that we don't pay attention to, right? Your man was headed to a convention, right?
Okay.
They didn't stop the convention. They kept on going. Your boy laid in the street dead, and they just kept the convention going. Talking about that they made. You know what I'm saying? You
all right.
Like,
okay.
What are people just got unalive?
I understand that. I understand that. But at the same time, you got to think about all the other people who made all these other plans who, no one thought, one of us is going to get murdered coming to this meeting. It actually happened. Now, I don't know where the law means that you can't have the meeting because it's probably a lot of stuff. Like you think about any given meeting, you may have one little portion of that meeting. It just seems like they just skipped his portion. That's all I can.
Yeah, see, this is why I would be telling people clock out, man. Go home to your family, dog. They ain't even
Exactly.
stopped to see. They just kept on. What's next on the roster?
Right.
And
Like
kept on. Hey, clock out, fam. Go
we still
home.
gotta have the meeting, man. We still a company, bruh. We didn't
Man,
Hey,
we didn't know if you'd be actually murdered on the way to work, but
look
all his
here.
boys was in trouble too. You know that all his boys was in trouble for all that
Yep.
insider trading. They
Yeah.
knew something bad was coming, so they sold all their stock. It's another one of them joints. Somebody might have been mad at that.
Yeah, because there was a couple things that was going on. So, and then they explained the whole defend, deny, and what was it? Defend, deny,
Depose.
and depose. They
Yeah.
explained what that actually means in the insurance industry.
Mm-hmm. That's right. If
Ooh.
somebody gets sick and they try to file a claim, you're supposed to deny the claim, try to act like they don't need that, and try your hardest not to pay that claim. That's your job.
That's
Get
your
out of
job.
as many claims as you can. That's how we keep our profits right. Bro, that's scandalous.
And the
uh,
depose part is like, okay, so y'all want to sue us? We got big lawyers. Y'all ain't got none. So what we gonna do? We gonna keep you in court. You ain't got no money,
You're gonna
and
run
guess
out of
what?
money.
You gonna run out of money, and you gonna lose anyway.
You're
That's
gonna
just a
spend more
whole game.
money trying to run us through the lawyer stuff than just go on and call it a L. Just take the L and walk
Our
away.
our our 100 lawyers versus your two that you didn't got from legal aid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word,
what we
word.
gonna do? You
The one you
yeah,
get
that's
from
how they
your
look at it.
job, the one you pay the retainer for like $50 a month, like them dudes,
Right, right,
yeah,
they
that's
not
a wrap.
really
right.
prepaid
It's
legal.
crazy because it's crazy because a lot of people we pay for health insurance through the job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. So you're
Yeah,
expecting quality health. You know, I get sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying all these. Some people paying thousands of dollars a year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
For health insurance. Then you go, you get sick. You be like, oh no, we can't do that. Like what? Like my
Man, my
leg is
home
falling off, bro. You
right.
can't give me an MRI. You know what I'm saying? Like
My
I
homegirl at
go.
Centinela right now, across the street from SoFi, they don't have no phone in the room.
that's wow.
Listen to that. She in a hospital. It's no phone in that room at all. Ain't no way to get a hold of it.
Whew, that's wow.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
right now. Across the street from SoFi. You know the one across from SoFi is on like Centinela or something?
Yeah,
No phone in the room.
yeah.
She
You
just
gotta.
by herself. That's why.
It's a bring your own phone type of establishment. That's crazy.
All right.
yeah.
That's
And
a hospital.
they were saying that they the reason why they went so hard after dude is because they didn't want a chain reaction to this. Like, oh, so let's unalive all these healthcare CEOs then. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's the chain reaction come from?
Like, cause whatever happened between dude and that CEO or whatever happened, United Healthcare him, dude unalive United Healthcare. So they like, okay, so what about Anthem or Blue Shield? Oh, the CEO doing the same thing? Let's go find him too.
Oh
Until y'all
snap.
change our policies. And we're gonna knock
Whoa.
every CEO off until y'all change our policies.
Oh,
Man,
that's
what kind
wild.
of crazy gangster stuff is that? Who is killing off healthcare workers to better their situation? Man, what kind of?
Hey, hey, you gotta think of
Don't
hey
get it.
look, think about it though. And see, where I ain't got my tinfoil hat. So I ain't got my you gotta get my tinfoil hat. Or
Go ahead
but
and
now
put it
this
on.
is kind of the truth, right? Like, so when Affordable Health Care Act took place, right? We know as Obamacare. I had talked to some doctors and pharmacists, different things like that. And one of their fears was with the Affordable Health Care Act was that now you're going to have a panel of non-doctors, just like financial people, who's going to decide who gets health care, who gets certain procedures based on criteria. You know what I'm saying? Being that, say, like somebody like myself, okay, I've been paying for healthcare all this time, but then somebody comes along who has maybe have free healthcare through Affordable Healthcare Act, right?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, well, Lamar, well, Bookie, you're 40, you're in your mid 40s. Okay, you got this health problem. Well, this dude over here, he's 30, he's 28. Even though he's not paying for it, well, we can get a little more out of him than we get out of you. So guess what? We're gonna give him the procedure, not you. So it was like a board. They saying that a board is gonna kind of make these decisions.
You talking about the price of the treatment? Like the price of the surgery? Like Blue Shield paid $20, but
no, they was
Medi-Cal
talking
paid
about the actual like determining who gon' live and who gonna die kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
based on the money or based on what? Based on how much money they can make?
Person.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, you didn't already lived your life. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
Dude over here, you know what I'm saying? We can give him a procedure. You know what I'm saying? So that they were saying, and you know, like, because we know like big farmers involved, all this kind of stuff, to where like they'll say, okay, well, this procedure costs. You know how hard it is to get an MRI now? People be waiting like 6 months to get an MRI. Like, dude got a ACL tear. You know what I'm saying? You walk around for like 6 months with a torn ACL because the insurance won't approve your MRI. This is the kind of stuff people are really dealing with right now, bro.
So they don't know who dude is. They don't know what this is about or where the backlash or nothing.
The reason why the dude United Healthcare got in the line?
Yeah, the dude that knocked him down, the UHC dude. They don't know who it is. Still, who did it?
Oh yeah. Oh, man, look, this is another story, dog. So they know who did it. They have photos of it, right? First of all, the reason, you know how he got caught? Dude went to a hotel, seen a honey at the front desk. He had his mask on. He talking to the honey. She like, take your mask off. I want to see you. This dude took his mask off. Now he's all on camera. Just because the female wanted to see his eyes and what he looked like.
He looked like Gotti. I sent it to Gotti, Boogie. You know what I'm talking about? I sent it there like, bro, where was you at? You need an alibi right now, fam. You started to look like this dude.
This dude had a perfect getaway until he decided to show a female his eyes.
I go, brother. A lot of brothers is taken out that way, brother. Seen a lot of kingdoms fall based on that, brother.
Hey, and it just classic, bro. Like a woman, dude fell over a woman, dog.
So I go.
Come on, man. Yeah. But I'm waiting for everything to fall into place because you know that what's count too. This is what I mean by the chain reaction. Blue Shield, was it Blue Shield? Blue Cross, one of them.
All right, now straighten up that tinfoil hat. Come on, here we go.
Look, they said they weren't going to pay for complete anesthesia. Now they weren't going to pay for it.
Why they drop it the same day, Bookie?
Hey, when dude got on the line, they came back like, "Oh yeah, everybody, we gonna pay for it."
They tried to drop that the same day.
They came back like, "Oh yeah, we gonna pay for y'all anesthesia, don't trip."
Somebody pull that tweet. Somebody pull that tweet down.
Hey, so you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Got some validity to it. Like, yeah.
Hey, y'all ain't caught none of these movies. Y'all ain't seen Gladiator, or y'all don't.
Yeah, I saw Gladiator
nobody
too.
To see Wicked or nothing.
That was gonna be my next one, but we actually finna go see the play, and we was trying to save Lacey from seeing the movie first and seeing the play because the play was
Wicked,
also hard.
Wicked is still on tour or back east.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nah, but it's it's gonna be out here.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So yeah, and that's how I first saw that story. And
hey, what did you think of Gladiator? I liked it. I thought it was
Gladiator.
Dope.
It was good. The story could have went. They could have spent more time with the story and made it a little bit more. I don't know. More dynamic and a little richer, but it wasn't horrible. You know, it wasn't total waste of time.
Hey, tell me if you did like I did. I was a little bit comparing it to the first one for a while, and then I had to snap out of it. Like, just watch the movie, man. It don't have to be the first one. Did you do that?
I didn't do a lot of that, but I did. You know, I was really looking for all the connections to the first one, though. Too. That's why I feel that way about the story. How the story could have just been a little more, you know, just more refined. But
yeah, you're right. How you think
they had a lot to work with? Denzel did good. You know, Denzel had a character that made you dislike him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not always easily pulled off by
For
actors, and
sure, for
he
sure.
most definitely brought that vibe. We had a drunk lady in our on our row, and she was just I don't know. I think she had one too many, and she was pumped, bruh. That's the danger of having liquor at movie theaters, bruh. It's like it could go left, and I think I witnessed that the other night. But nah, the movie was dope.
What was she doing? Hold on. What was she doing that made you know? Oh yeah, she gone.
Nah, when Denzel got well, I don't want to spoil it, but when he got kind of dealt with at the end, she was just jumping off like, yeah, just a little too much. Like look, and I knew Denzel did a good job because she was just so pleased at his
Yeah,
his
I felt it.
downfall in the scene. So she was just
Yeah, I
jumped to
had to
like,
take the L and go
yeah.
see. Had to take the L and go see Wicked too with the wifey. I be
Nah, you
taking these
saying take
L's,
it,
man.
man. Look, I would be on you, and probably in a different time I would, but I'm telling you, I went and seen that play, bruh, and I was like, this story, the way that they didn't flip this story, I'm like, oh nah, this is dope. So if they did anything close to, what I've seen, through the actual play, I already know the story was kind of dope. The only twist is that they used a black girl uh, in this film. So
It's not. It's
how
not
you
for
feel
me,
about that?
man. It's not for me. I'm gonna say that. It's just not for me. It's not for me.
What is it about? What is it about?
It's
Wicked
like
is the story of like the Wicked Witch in the Oz, and maybe like some of her backstory, how she came to be evil or whatnot, something like that.
yeah, so it's just
Like
like
the Wicked
yeah,
Witch on the Oz, her backstory.
and you get to like hear all their little backstories, which is kind of cool.
Is that the
I don't know
is
if they
that the
handle
with
it the same way,
Dorothy?
but
Is that
yeah,
the story with Dorothy and all that? Click your
yeah,
heels and all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Click your heels and all that. Yeah,
but the
it's like
prequel, you feel me? Before
it's like
Dorothy
the
come on the
prequel.
scene, it's the prequel.
So did you see the Instagram story about that?
Nah, what's up?
Like
Nah,
the whole time the whole time we was all wrong. The villain of the story is actually the one Dorothy, the witch that or the whoever that was
That Dorothy killed. I mean, yeah, that she killed. I think it was a Wicked Witch of the West. I'm not
no
sure.
that she the who was the good, was it a good princess or a witch or something on there?
Yeah, it was a good witch that came on that scene.
So whoever was telling Dorothy what to do
Yeah,
is the actual bad person of the whole story.
yeah. That's kind of funny, but
yeah,
That's what this whole new Instagram
yeah.
trend was like.
Take the whole thing and throw it out.
Uh,
That's what you can do. Take all them people, all that stuff you just said, all the fan theories and everything, the conspiracy theories, all that. You roll it up in a ball and throw it all out.
they said she was the she that they was like she the one got Dorothy around here killing people, and Dorothy could have went home the whole time and she knew, and she never told her how to get home. You know, she wanted Dorothy to do all her
She
bidding
could have she could have told her how to get home a long time
a
ago.
long time ago. Never
Oh,
told
that's
her,
foul.
and like she wanted Dorothy to do all her dirty work, so she
yeah,
became the queen or whatever. And yeah, so she was the bad person the whole time. Yeah, but
that's
I
hilarious.
I don't even think I ever seen like the whole uh movie of Wizard of
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope if you ever seen that and understood that. It's just like he said, it's like the prequel, and you get more backstory of everybody, which it was to me it was dope. Like I said, when I seen it play, it was dope. I don't know what they did with the movie, but I was excited about the movie because I'm thinking, oh, they spent a couple dollars on it, so the production will probably be dope, something dope to
Oh yeah, the
see
production through the
in the
roof. Yeah,
theater. So I
yeah,
was
that's
like,
right. You Disney cat. That's right. My fault. It's through the roof. All that stuff is over the top. Great. The
yeah,
visuals, the costumes. I'm sure they'll get some love for that for sure.
that
For
dude
sure.
said he is not. That is not for him.
Nah.
Uh,
Oh,
did you ever like the Wizard of Oz? Just did you enjoy the Wizard of Oz itself? Are you?
Yeah, when I was 7, yeah, for sure. And then when I saw the Wiz, I was like, yo, this is dope. But the Wiz is low-key scary, homie. The Wiz hey, don't front. The 1975 Wiz is a full acid trip. And I wasn't ready because I was young. I was super young, and stuff started crawling out the wall in Emerald City. Stuff
Yeah, buddy.
started growing in the subway. That joint is acid trip, and it's
Wait, said
very
it got a
scary.
lot of scary parts to it.
The Wiz is scary, yo. Don't, I'm not gonna hold you. I was terrified of the Wiz. I was little. I was
Hilarious.
not happy, man. I
He
was not
said,
happy.
"Nah, this one is hitting a little different."
Man, they was
in that
walking through the subway. They walking through the subway. Some trash cans started. The subway trash cans start growing, start chasing them. Bro, I was through with that movie. I was little. I was
That
through.
boy said, "Yeah, it was a little scary, if I be honest. That was
Yeah.
not like a kid friendly."
Go back and watch The Wiz for real.
I know, dude. I just seen it not too long ago. That's why
Okay.
I'm laughing. I'm like,
Okay.
I haven't
The
seen it,
Wiz.
dog.
The Wiz is wild, Bookie. Let me tell you, you don't like scary movies, you gonna notice what I'm talking about.
I
You gonna be like,
I
all
seen
right.
like bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it all the way through. It just wasn't. Yeah.
Think about this, Jay. I'm like 6.
I know,
Okay,
dude.
I'm little. And this joint coming on TV, or maybe I'm 10. I don't know, but I'm
all the
little.
introductions to all the characters is scary. All that stuff. It's like, yeah.
And I'm waiting for Michael Jackson, of course. You know, I'm geeked. I'm waiting for Mike to come out. I'm like, forget Mike. I don't want to watch this no more. No, that joint probably was like revolutionary for when it jumped.
No,
off.
white people
Had
didn't
to
like
be.
it. They was hating on it. They was like, it was horrible. It got hated
Why
on.
you changing stuff?
Yes, it was a why you changing stuff. Why you trying to make Little Mermaid black? Y'all trying to be woke. They were saying it back then. Y'all trying to be woke. Y'all too woke.
Hey, somebody said Gladiator was woke. Did you pick that up?
Man, nah, man.
I was trying to figure out what
Let
they're
people
talking
be.
about.
You got to have your perspective. So whatever. But man, I'm so like overdoing extra
I just
stuff
couldn't
like
even
that.
figure out where they got that from. Like, I'm okay if that's where you walked away with, but where did you get that from? In Gladiator 2? We talking about Gladiator 2 was woke? Where?
There was like black people who wasn't, I guess, supposed to be that successful back then. They like, nah, this is wrong. Like, he couldn't have been doing this back then like that. I don't know where they was getting that from. Like,
That's scandalous.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go watch Gladiator 1 to catch up on it. I only seen it once.
That's a violation, man. You ain't seen Gladiator 1?
No, I said I've seen it once.
Oh,
but I'm saying I will have to go back and watch it just to.
That's in my top 5 for sure, yo. That's in my top 5. My top 5, I don't care how would nobody say. Gladiator is hard. 300 is hard. Them is the type of movies I got in my top 5.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
300.
With them iconic, like, you know, Dark Knight, Joker, them iconic performances, all that type stuff. I'm in. Gladiator 1, you know, best picture, best actor. You know, I'm talking about stuff that was like Godfather 2, you feel me? Them is like unbelievable performances.
Yeah, that's all I'll be looking for, man. I'll be looking for over the top performances. You know what was pretty good though? I seen recently, it's on Netflix. The Piano Lesson. It's an August Wilson joint that Samuel is in, a few other familiar faces, and it's kind of dope. I like some. I think I like that style of writing.
That's a stage play,
August
right?
Wilson. Yeah, it was a stage play, and it has
but this
dialogue that feels. Yeah, it is, but the dialogue still kind of feels that way, which is kind of cool. I enjoyed that, but it's just, you know. At first, I was kind of turned off. I was like, "Oh, black people back in the day, we were, you know, you keep going back and back. You know, we end up in chains. So, nigga, we want to go back too far. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, we keep going back and back. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
How far we got to go back? Because
you be getting whipped any minute now. Keep going. Yeah. You'll be whipped. You'll be whips out any minute. You know, every other movie is shooting at AI now. So it's a new joint out I saw on Netflix called Subservient,
Uh-huh.
and it's like you rent a cyborg to do your housekeeping. It's like the third joint like this.
Uh-huh.
So the cyborg is housekeeping and go crazy. So
Of
it's
course, we always like our technology to just go crazy on us.
yeah. They
Yeah.
can't never just make breakfast. They got to try to tear the whole family up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's on. I was watching that.
That's gonna be the next frontier, dude. I can't wait to have a robot because I am gonna work the mess out of it. If Lord let me live long enough, I am going to work the mess out of a robot. Like, yes, do all the chores, every single house situation is done. Nobody will have to worry about nothing. Our robot will be overheating, bruh.
Yeah, I need you to watch Subservient and Afraid because you're gonna be the main one. Get us all blew up. You the
Nah,
one that's gonna try to tell the robot to do everything. Go tell it all your business and sign it into your bank account. Like you the one.
man,
You need to
I
watch
want it.
Afraid
I
and
want it.
Subservient.
I want it cleaning my house while I'm asleep. I'm knocked out. You wake up and my house just be spotless.
Yeah, that's
Like, you know
dope.
what? I like this. I
Yeah, I'm with
don't
that. But
know.
it's supposed to sit in the corner until it need to do something else. It ain't supposed to be running around your house trying to do other stuff. That's what these
Nigga,
movies is doing.
it's gonna be running crazy like that video game Five Nights at Freddy's. Nigga, them machines was just running crazy.
Yeah.
That was something scary. That was on the scary video
Hey, that
game
joint was
joint.
scary.
Hey, nigga, I got to this day, no joke, nigga, I have the VR version of that joint. I do not play it at
Nah,
all.
don't. I can
It's
imagine that joint is
it's
terrifying.
it's horrible. It puts you in this just what it is. It just broken down Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Nigga, it's nigga when you go in VR and you look up, nigga, and the thing is like 7 feet tall, nigga, you be like, I'm turning this
But
off.
is it dark when you turn left and then it's standing there when you turn right
Nigga,
like that?
Jack, you probably won't even get past the loading screen.
I'm
Because
good.
VR loading screens put you into the game already. You ain't even selected whether you want to be this player or that player. You're just on the screen and you can look around in that room. You be like,
It's
nah, I don't
already
think,
stuff peeking around corners and creeping
yeah,
you out.
nah, I don't think I want to be able to play this right now. You just
Yeah.
you just keep talking yourself out of it. It was so funny. I had somebody's kids. I was terrorizing their kids and making them play, and we was watching it on TV, making them play.
Y'all
But
can
I,
see what they were seeing on the
yeah,
screen.
but we could see what they were seeing on TV. Way that was a great time because they was like, "Nah, bruh. Snatching that thing off, like, I
They were
can't do
snatching the
this, bruh.
goggles off.
Like, nah, I can't do this, bruh." Dude, that is crazy. I played what's the name of that thing? What's the zombie? What's the big zombie franchise? What's that?
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Nah. The movie, I mean the show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Walking Dead.
Walking
Walking
Dead,
Dead.
yes, nigga, the Walking Dead VR game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. You
Running through the
talking about
wilderness from
now I
zombies.
had nigga, you remember in that show, you can't make no noise, nigga. You can't,
Oh,
or you make zombies come, nigga. They got it where it's programmed that way. You can't say nothing, and you make any noise moving around, all of a sudden, nigga, they gonna finna be coming your way. You start shooting them, nigga, they most definitely coming your way.
is it creepy
That
though?
was
You be sweating. You be really feeling it,
man, you will
nervousness,
not be
anxiety.
playing it long, bruh. I'm telling you, VR is like totally different. It
Yeah,
puts you in the world, and you be like, oh man, something come around this corner. I don't even really. No, I don't feel like playing this.
they got they got videos of people online like acting like they falling. They got the old lady on there. She feel like she falling. She's screaming. She ain't moving, but she thinks she
No,
falling. Somebody pushed her in the back. She thinks she falling.
because you could jump around. It's like you're not used to it. If you, especially if you're not playing games and stuff, you're just not used to it because it's you could set it up where it don't matter how like big the room is. I can make the play area as big as that room.
Yeah.
So if I make a space a big, I can make it where I can just stand in a small room and I can't really move around. You can put it in a certain mode. But the dope part about it is putting it in a custom mode where you pretty much use this like virtual spray can to mark the room, to mark where everything is. You kind of spray the space. But as soon as you switch that thing on, bruh, it's like, all right, now I'm really there fully in the game. So whether you jump up, roll down, or whatever, then you still you still in it if you got the headset on. So somebody just jumping and moving out the way and falling and looking crazy is so easy to do that if you're not, like used to that. So I don't really play around. I try to stay stationary. They got these little things that you put over your wrist. So if you drop the controller or whatever, it kind of hang from you versus you throwing it across the room accidentally. So, but
Apple
you can,
working on one. Ain't it gonna be like super expensive? The one the Apple joint.
the one that Apple has one out now, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have any controllers. It is not so much video game friendly as it is more trying to getting people ready to kind of like work like that with a headset on. They're gonna have to keep making them lighter till we get to that point, because that's what's gonna be the big usage. Because you can put that bad boy on and have 4 giant screens, if you will, that you want to work on.
Spreadsheets and all that.
Spread all of it out, all virtually, and it looked dope. But the catch is keeping that thing on your head. It's the same thing with movie watching. That was a challenge when they first came out. Is that don't nobody want to keep no heavy nothing on their head.
You gotta lay down or something.
No, I mean you can sit down. It's a little bit better, but it's still like having the best way to describe it is having like a helmet on.
Yeah.
So you got a motorcycle helmet on now, watching movies, and you'd be like, after a while, you'd be like, nah,
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. I don't really need it. And them things can start getting hot too.
Bookie, what you watching right now? I know you always be watching something interesting.
Emperor of Ocean Park.
Okay.
Fire.
What is that about?
It's Forrest Whitaker show.
They selling drugs. No, they selling drugs. What they doing?
He's a judge. Man, why all black people shows gotta be selling drugs?
I know, man.
All your shows. I didn't even know it was a black show. I just knew you was watching it. It's all drug dealing when you involved.
Wow.
Forrest Whitaker. He a judge. It's like a thriller. It's like it's a thriller, and it's like mystery. You trying to figure out what's really going on. He took some bribes. His friend was CIA, but he's a judge and did some things. His daughter got killed. Yeah, check it out.
I'm watching
Ocean Park.
And what network is it on? What do we say?
I think it's on Prime. It's like the MGM streaming service, but I think it's off of Prime. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I caught this new joint. It's his new joint out. Billy Bob Thornton is in it. It's called Landman. He the oil dude. That joint hard.
True story, dog. Hey, that's how I go though, for real.
What you talking about?
Shows like that, it be real, dog.
No, I don't think they would work unless they was like really close to knowing what they're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
That joint got me on the edge of my seat. I think it's a new episode. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm ready.
Look though, one thing that's good, don't sleep on, is The Madness.
Oh yeah,
on Netflix. Yo, that joint.
I heard about that.
Through it. It grabbed me. I went through that whole joint.
It kept you all the way through.
All the way through.
Okay, that's what I needed to hear.
I'm like, oh, that's him.
What
I really wasn't going. It's a dude. He man, he goes. You would like your Bookie because it deal with like how the media and stuff be manipulating and how without giving up too much, the dude is like working for CNN. He's like not a big guy, but he's about to blow up on CNN, and he gets caught up in some craziness, and it's
titled
a TV
Wonderful. Series. Is it a
Nah, it's
series
just
or it's a doc?
it's a series. It's a series, but
It's,
I think it's like
it's fake.
7 or 8 episodes.
Oh, it's one of
And they're
like
like
mini
almost
series,
an
short
hour.
series.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like a mini series.
Hey, that's the pocket for me. A limited
But it's
series with 8
dope.
episodes. I'm in.
But you see,
I like
it's just a
that.
lot of black folk stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
And but yeah, he gets in a lot of trouble, but it plays on a like about the media and how people be getting framed and um but it's real good. You be like, dang, because it's what reminded me, it's like it's one of those where you be like, man, what's gonna happen? Like, man, I don't it's most definitely a thriller. You'd be like, oh, it's getting crazy. And so it had me.
Mm.
It had me. And I haven't had that experience in a while from a series because
Mm.
I don't know. I don't be giving that much time to a lot of these series because it's just so much. And for me, it's like overwhelming. It's like so many things I end up watching nothing. Because so many choices I end up watching. I just usually spend all my time like searching, trying to find that perfect whatever, and then
It's called the
just go to sleep.
paradox of choice.
Yeah.
The paradox of choice. That's a. I love a good man. Give me a series with like 5, 6 seasons, dog. That's what I want.
Like
You like
that?
you like the full helping. You just want to be
Man,
you
bro,
like
give me
those
a
big
good man. Shoot,
what's your
that's what.
last big one like that you liked?
Shoot. You know, I did all the powers.
Really?
That's what I
Yeah,
should do.
I did all the powers. I did Peaky Blinders. I did man. Boardwalk Empire. Oh my god, that was my joint. Boardwalk Empire. That's where I get. That's where my alias Chalky White comes from. Boardwalk Empire. Love it.
Boardwalk Empire. Where's that on right now?
What is it? I don't know what it's on right now. It's on one of these
Gotta Google it.
networks.
Do my Googles.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. But it's Boardwalk Empire is it's around Prohibition time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Niggas sneaking around a bunch of liquor now around that
yeah.
time.
And you got characters in there like gangster from Chicago. What's his name? Capone and all of them. Like yeah, they they slide them in there. And then of course, you got the brother Chalky White who runs the black area.
Is that
And then,
Michael K, dude with the scar?
yeah, uh-huh.
Man, he was
Yeah,
so
Michael K.
dope,
Williams.
man. I hate
Hey,
that
he
we
is
lost.
so he
I
was
hate
so
that we
dope,
lost
bro.
him, man.
Yeah. That was a big hit. That was a big
Hey,
loss.
that was crazy. Remember we talked about that? Like he was doing them underground video interviews with people that was
Yeah.
really in the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember that one dude wanted to go home with him? Like, bro, you gotta get me out of here, dog.
And he
And
ended up
then
getting
like
killed.
at
He
the end
ended
of
up
the
getting killed like
episode, right?
right after the episode, he ended up getting killed.
And he was talking to all these people that was overdosing and all this kind of stuff. He's like, man, I
Yeah.
can help you. I can help you. And then what? 6 months later, Michael K. gone overdose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
I got
that.
a bad
yo.
batch. Got a bad batch of that.
Was that another Fenty hit?
Yeah.
And Michael K was hard in
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
He was one of the ones next up, dog. Cause like his character, his Chalky White character, and his character Omar, was it Omar in The Wire?
From The Wire?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, talking about scary nigga.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were talking about I'm in his Facebook group about the streaming shows, and it was like, what character, what actor played a character that could nobody else play? And my he was one of my picks, and my man from Breaking Bad, Heisenberg. He was one of my picks. Like those two characters, like
Look,
they might do that.
Breaking Bad and You Better Call Saul. Those was
Yes.
those was
Did you go through
top
the whole thing,
10.
Jay? You went all the way through?
Yep. Yep.
Really?
That's
That's
You
a
Better
okay.
Call
lot.
Saul. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You Better Call Saul. I slept on that one for a while. But
Mm-hmm.
boy, that one is a heck of a ride too. It's its
Back to
own
back.
different ride. I'm like, yeah, they did good.
Yeah.
That's the kind of writing I like. Like when you get me like that. Like, man, when I really don't know what's going happen, and you know all kind of twists everywhere, keeping me on my edge of the seat, bruh. That writing got to be there. So both of those was like, I think one of the last
Hey,
two
oh
big
boy,
series I
slept.
liked.
He slept on too. The owner of the chicken joint, in Breaking
Oh
Bad.
yeah, yeah. He because of that, you better call Saul. Because of that, I started watching more of his stuff too.
Yeah,
Like I
he
just started
slept on.
respecting him as an actor. So yeah, he was in that other little series I didn't finish. It was kind of like
He was in a couple joints. Yeah.
yeah, he was on this one. I think it's The Gentleman.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
the
gentleman.
other
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
He the
yeah. I
yeah
didn't finish that.
he the guy that's trying to buy the
Yeah,
farm and the gentleman. Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Hey, the dude is nice, bro.
He is. He is. Yeah, I just think we've been watching him since like early Spike Lee movies, like Do the Right Thing.
Who was he in
Yeah.
that? Who you talking about?
And Do the Right Thing, he was a dude. You stepped on my Jordan and Sal. Why you ain't got
Yeah.
no brothers on the wall? That same
Giancarlo
dude.
Esposito?
Yeah, nah, this nigga. Now you freestyling some names. I don't know, bro.
ain't
Hold on.
that his name? The black dude from The Gentleman that's the Puerto
Okay.
Rican looking black dude. That's him.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of The Gentleman. I saw The Gentleman, but I'm trying to think like who y'all talking about. So
I don't
okay,
know
I
his
got
name.
you. That's his
Yeah.
name. That's probably his
Okay.
name. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spike Lee, you right.
Yep. Since
So
then, bro,
Hey, he a
Spike Lee
dope
brought
villain
some.
too. Hey, he a
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, you right.
have you seen Breaking Bad, James?
Nah, I can't make it through nothing like that, dog. I told you, give me 8 episodes and let me out. I have
Oh
made
my
it through
god.
zero of
Bruh.
anything that long, bro. My ADD kicked in and it was over. I don't know nothing about The
Nigga,
Wire.
if
I couldn't keep going on The Wire. I
The
couldn't keep
what?
going on
What?
nothing.
How you not watch The Wire,
I
dog?
cannot keep going, but nothing like
Breaking
that.
Bad, yeah, I didn't fully do The Wire either. I don't remember
Mm-mm,
seeing all of it. I saw a good
nothing.
chunk of it, and my wife really enjoyed it. But all the Breaking Bad, dude, that got so many twists. You be stuck. You don't have it. And then what was the other one that was similar to Breaking Bad, but they was the Ozarks.
Oh,
Man,
Okay.
love the Ozarks, bro.
Ozarks.
That's the
Telling you.
one where they out in the middle of nowhere, still trying to keep the work going.
No,
Jason Bateman, somebody.
Yeah.
money laundering.
Okay, but in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah,
went to the Ozarks is a real place.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. They
But it ain't
went
where you would think somebody was moving weight though.
yeah.
It ain't.
well nigga after that series, heck yeah. You be like, oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see how that can happen there. Somebody go and want to do that kind of stuff over there, but nah, that was another good one.
Man, I made it through Mr. and Mrs. Smith and felt good. Like I thought I did something. It was like
Yeah,
eight.
no,
The one
they
with
did a lot of series. So.
With
Gambino.
I was about to say with the new one,
I made it
what
through
you
that.
call
I
it?
felt good. Like I finished something. I felt good. That was
How
You
many
good.
never went
episodes
to
was that?
It couldn't be more than 8 or 10 because I saw them. So it couldn't be
Yeah,
more than that because I
yeah,
can't make it through nothing else.
Sopranos.
Bruh.
yes. Sopranos
I'm
was
trying to
dope
tell you,
too, but that
Bookie,
was a
I have
little bit before I got really,
don't
really.
name nothing with more than 8 episodes a season and more than 2 seasons. Don't
You
name
missed
it.
all the like the GOAT shows.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's
You
just a yeah.
Sopranos,
missed
like he
I'm
all
not
telling
into
you,
that.
that.
once the ADD kick in, bro, I can't finish. I don't care no more.
Shoot.
And what was the
I'm not making
one
it
that
through
was
that.
the medieval time one that everybody liked?
Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones. You would never watch that,
never seen it. No idea what. Never seen it.
No, I haven't seen
None of
Game of
them.
Thrones yet. I haven't seen that.
I heard
'Cause
it's dope.
yeah, it's I
I heard it's
sometimes
dope, but it don't end well. That's what's so whack
it's
about it.
hard for me to get in those kind of joints. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I gotta go back and watch Gladiator. I gotta go back and watch 300. Like once I watch
Hey,
it, like you know, like oh, it was dope.
I don't even feel bad
Watch
because
it.
I enjoy it. Like if I have to go back and see it, I enjoy it probably just the same because I did that to what you call it, Issa Rae's Insecure. Like
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch any of that when it was out. When it was the rave and everybody was watching it and it was a joint, I didn't see one episode. It wasn't until like last year I saw it for the first time. And I was like, okay, I can see why people was all
Hey,
Yeah.
what
into it.
you would like, James? That it's a long series, but I think you would like it. Is Billions?
He's
Which one?
Billions.
I seen one or two of those. Yeah, I seen one or two of those
Hey,
and fell off.
Billions is fire, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, when you watch Billions, see then you be like, oh, that's why Boogie be that's why Boogie think the way he think. When you watch shows like Billions, hey,
That
you
might
know,
be why I turned it off because I started to notice that. Like, nah, I'm gonna end
hey,
up like you. Nigga. I can't
I'm
watch
gonna
no
end
more
up
of them
like Bookie
billions.
watching
Yeah, I'm
this.
not gonna
hey,
do
look,
this. This ain't
hey,
good for me.
remember, like earlier this year when it was like it was a bunch of like, remember the price of eggs went up,
Yeah.
and it was like whole bunch of chickens were dying, bro. That was an episodes of Billions. That was a
Yeah.
real episode, dog.
Okay, this the one that I made it through. This my exception was Succession. I made it through Succession.
Oh, Succession.
That's the one. That's my only. That's the right one. I should say. That's the
How'd you like?
longest thing I ever sat. I made it through. It
How'd you
took me
like it?
man. I loved it. It took me a long time to get through it, but I loved it.
Mm.
By the
I haven't
time I
finished the
caught
last
it,
season.
by the
Uh-huh.
time I caught it, they was wrapping up the last season. So I just went back to the beginning, and by the time the last one had dropped and it was all over, I had caught it. So I
Yeah,
kind of binged it, but I had never sat through nothing that long before, man. I started
yeah,
with Billions and fell off with everything. I'm still trying to catch up to Ring of Power, and that joint only had but like 8 episodes. That's that
man.
Lord of the Rings joint.
Well, well. The last. Oh, Criminal Minds.
Okay.
No Criminal Minds, dog.
But you don't have to keep up with Criminal Minds. It's just one story, and then you
Yeah,
can come in and out whenever you want with that.
yeah.
It's not
It's
a
a, it,
you
it,
don't have to
it
keep
it's like
track of it.
no, it's a mixture of both. So they do
Okay.
have a long storyline attached to it, but it's different episodes too as you go on. But it's still a long storyline that's attached to all the stories. You know what I'm saying?
It felt like
Yeah.
one and done. Even though you get used to these characters, it still felt like you can catch a one and done and not feel like you need
Well,
the
now
last
you
one
don't,
or
you
the next
don't,
one.
but you would still have to figure. You would still have to know like what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But you can catch one here and there. But I wouldn't watch it
So
like that
how do they string all that together, Bookie? It's all these different stories, but you're saying it's one overarching
because
story.
there's like one of the serial killers
Yeah.
um kind of like mess with the whole group. You know what I'm saying? So they go back, and then you have copycat serial killers like, oh, remember when we caught when we was looking for such and such, and so that
Yeah.
was a few episodes ago. You know what I'm saying? And then you had
Gotcha.
a guy that they've been looking for years, never caught him. Then he jumped back on the scene, and then he like end up like unaliving somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, close to the team kind of deal. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's still attached, the long kind of attached, but it's different serial killers that they're looking for every episode too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
Gotcha.
my everybody in my house loved them one and done shows like
Mm-hmm.
Chicago ER. I don't know the names of them, but like Chicago PD, Chicago ER, Hawaii 50. My house loved them one and done shows because you could just watch one, get a whole story, get closure, you done, and then they might let another one run while they working and washing or whatever. So
Hey, one
they be on them joints.
I want
No
mine
one and
connected,
done's.
baby. I want to connect it. Like SEAL
Okay,
Team. Oh, SEAL Team is fire too. I,
okay.
Bookie got all the shows.
oh, dang. Hey, I be working so much when I finally get some time, but I'll be like, yeah, let me watch
Yep.
this.
What's on? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I get
Yeah,
them one
man.
and done. It kind of like some of them are cool, but then um, I kind of lose interest in it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm gonna tell you which ones I be liking though. This is hilarious. Me and wifey we be watching boy the dating joints, but the one that had me busting up the other night was the ultimatum, boy.
Ultimatum.
Boy,
Yeah.
that joint right there is this dude named Nick on there, boy. It is horrible.
Is he the one
Nick,
who want to get married, or he the one ducking it?
nah, he brought his girl on there for the ultimatum, but she didn't flip the script. He a white dude, and he just want to tie her down, and she playing around. I think they've been dating like about 2 or 3 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So, nigga, they make it so horrible. I watched the first season, and then I watched this one that's out right now. and they have made some significant changes, nigga, from the first one to this one. First of all, on this one, I noticed they really put an emphasis on the person you just came into this game with. While y'all here, y'all technically broken up. So it ain't like, okay, I'm here and I'm giving my current girlfriend or boyfriend, which you really are. I'm giving them an ultimatum. They're gonna have to marry me or I might have to move on or whatever. So that's at the bottom of it.
Right.
But a part of the process is, all right, now you on the show, now y'all gonna break up and now y'all gonna live with somebody else for, a few weeks, like 3 weeks, something like that. And then y'all gonna come back together, and then y'all gonna live together for about 3 weeks and see what, if the person's gonna give in to your ultimatum or man. But anyway, make a long story short, man, this nigga named Nick that got on this show, and is this what's so funny is this real big uh 6 foot plus dude, black dude, real cut up, dude on the show. And there was this part is nobody wanted their girl to be having to stay with him, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody gonna mix it up. Every couple there is they got it where you gonna end up with somebody else if y'all want to. But these people literally have to pick these other people that they gonna stay with. So you done came with your quote unquote girl, y'all done broke up, so called broke up, and now y'all in this experiment. Well, Nick brought his girl to be like, look, you gonna marry me or what? Man, she kicking it with this other dude with the brother that didn't nobody want to. This is see a little white girl. I think it's hilarious. Dr. Umar would not be pleased, bro. What's going on? He would not be pleased about what's transpired. And the white dude is just kicking himself in the butt. He's like, oh no, he can't, because he senses that she's kind of falling for the dude, right? And dude, he done ran over to their house because they staying in places where they're not even telling their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever where they are. So you're not even really supposed to know where they are. They at this nigga showing up, and the dude and getting kicked out of his girl's fake relationship spot. I'm like, how this nigga get kicked out of his girls? And what's so crazy is this is all his idea. So I'm in tears last night watching him be like, oh man. And then it got so bad because, like I told you, everybody is mixed up. So everybody is staying with somebody. His girl that he was staying with, the temporary, relationship person, they left him. So this dude was by himself. His girl is with some dude that nobody wanted their girl to be with.
I was about to ask you what happened to his tryout. Where his tryout at? Why he chasing her?
His tryout, he didn't ran her off because he's still so into his girl, and it was obvious that this other person probably felt like, nigga, it's not gonna be like even worth pursuing this because it's not gonna be like some possibility that we might, kind of, fall for each other. Because they was trying to do that with people, whatever. But these people have been dating nigga for like 3 years, like 2.5, 3 years. I think 2.5 was the latest. But them shows be, man, I never knew. Wifey, of course, got me watching them. She like, all right. She started with the Love is Blind, which is hilarious. Watching people date each other they ain't never seen and be quote unquote falling in love and getting married, bruh. But the ultimatum is worse. It's like seeing Nick. I was like,
it's set up scandalous. I remember watching a little bit of last season. Somebody got on there and then was like, well, that's why I'm pregnant. It was like, and I was like, wait a minute. She was pregnant while she was on the show and she had to leave because the dude was like, well, nah, if you pregnant, I don't want you with nobody else. Let's go. She was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So and it was crazy. They was yelling at each other. I'm like, this is a mess. This whole thing is a mess. Hey, Hey man, that on that note, like it's some cold stuff going on with some of these marriages, yo.
I knew you was finna say
Hey,
that. I
it's
knew it when you said that.
cold. Hey, it's
Yeah.
not cool seeing the fallout in person, live and in person. Some of
But
this
how
stuff
many
is
of that? But how many of those have we seen? If we be honest, throughout the years, though, James, just the ones
most
that
of
we've
them. Like
seen.
for a while, it was like four. It was like
Yeah,
in my space, there was like four that was like
yeah,
they was on life support. I'm talking about marriages on life support. I'm talking about these people do not like each other right now, right? And then it
yeah,
started to dwindle down, and people started like having little breakthroughs, and it was dope because it'd be scary for a while, right? And then, but this
yeah,
one, yo, that
yeah.
joint, that joint blew. That's what made us, that clip we got. That's what made it go to that one clip, the Nigerian pastor dude that was yelling. Like, you gotta run that because
Let me
we got to
run it.
talk about how we gonna help our young heads get they avoid some of the foolishness that we put our wives through. Let me say it like that,
Let me run
because I
it
don't
real
think these
quick.
new chicks ain't going through this stuff we put our wives through. They ain't sitting around for that.
This is the criteria to attract fools. A real man wants to know, what do you bring to the table? What's your qualification? How can you raise my children? Can they be like you? You have no business marrying anyone whose mindset you don't want your children to have. If this guy is my son, will I like him? That's what you look at. When people start thinking rightly, everybody will adjust. The girl will not wear skimpy clothes and open the laps and say, now so they go take see me. They do that because they know that's what you are looking for. Taught. They are trained. Yeah.
You like that, huh?
Hey, it was a
You got
lot of
you got
stuff.
you got to interpret that for me, bro.
Dude, oh me, dude. I
You
wasn't
got
gonna
to
say that. I was like, I
you
was
got to
hoping there.
interpret it, hey, hey, what they say? Somebody speak in tongues. You got to have interpreted it. You gotta tell me what he said, bro.
He might have broke out in tongues for a second. I ain't gonna lie. But he was basically saying, like, if you can't raise my kids, I can't marry you. If you can't be a role model for
Yeah,
the type of person that I want my kid to be, guy or girl, it's a no go. And he was absolutely right. Like he was going on a rant. The rant is way longer than that, but he was saying stuff like, it's it's girls out here making themselves look a certain way for a guy who only wants that BBL type girl for casual sex. So you doing the BBL and the lips and all of the breast implants and all this stuff to catch a fool. Like you gonna
yeah,
get a fool. It's nothing
yeah,
wrong if you doing that for yourself. Ain't nobody tripping on what a lady does with her body. But if you doing that to catch a certain guy, the certain guy that you really attracting is usually a fool. So you
yeah,
doing all of that to catch a fool, and then you end up with a fool. You marry this fool, and then you try to hope that they'll develop into somebody you really want to spend the rest of your life with. You find out you picked a fool. How is this supposed to work?
yeah,
Now, most of us didn't do that, but I mean, it's just the idea that we need to like set the bar a little bit different for the next generation coming up because we got more information now and it's easier for a fool to get to my daughters. You feel me? Like when I was coming up, it was a little more work. But now you just got these phones and you can get to my girls just anytime from anywhere in the world. And so I got to make sure they get equipped with a standard of like, nah, this what a real man looks like, sounds
yeah,
like, this what you got to be ready for. And they don't have to be what I want them to be, but you need to set a standard for what you really want because these people going to help you raise your kids. These people going to have access to your bank account. These people going to have y'all going to spend the rest of y'all lives together if you play your cards right.
yeah.
And I was just excited to hear him like set a bar. Like, listen,
I mean,
this is
you
the type of person you're supposed to think about up
at
front
the end
while you dating.
at the end of the day, though, and just to highlight what you saying, one of the points that you're bringing home is you really are going to set this tone as a father, how you actually raise your child and shepherd your child. This is you're kind of setting the tone of what kind of men that your daughter will lean on. If you've been a jerk, unfortunately, she's gonna be bent towards jerkiness.
Yeah.
If you've been that great example, if you've been that's a beautiful thing because that's what they're gonna desire. You as a father, that's a heavy role that we have to play, but it's most definitely, I believe, a crucial role in being that example that we want our daughters to be, led by. And that can go either way because we are leaders, we're natural leaders, but the kind of leader you could be is the thing that's in question. Are you a good leader? Are you a horrible leader? But whatever that is what's going to really set the pace, for your daughter to be looking for. So if you wow and you've normalized that, then that's what she's going to think is normal, is wow. And if, done somewhat of a good job. Now, I think, there's no perfect scenario. We can't be just the perfect parent. There's some things I know I got to be doing that's going to require some, counseling for my daughter in the future. I'm not,
Yeah.
shocked by that, but you try to do your best, and I think my generation, we was challenged. A lot of us was challenged because we didn't have these examples at home, and so we had to see them through other men. And by the grace of God, that's most definitely, I think, been one of the many wonderful things you gain from your local church fellowship, and that is people who can stand in these gaps that you may not have experienced in your upbringing, and then giving you the ability to develop the tools for yours to
Yeah.
normalize it and now kind of make things better in the future. So I didn't grow up with my mom and dad under the same roof for a long period of time at all, and so I didn't really experience any of that. The closest I did is my stepfather came around when I entered high school around that time, and I saw my mom married now with a little bit more help in all her ways and all her life at that point. But prior to that, she was just a single mom trying to make things happen at my grandparents. So I say all that to say there wasn't a mother, father role model thing that I could, you know.
So look, do you feel like there was somebody that set the bar for you as you started to date? Was there somebody around and said, look, Jay, this is the type of girl you need to be thinking about? Was there anybody like that around?
It was coming up in my church family. There were always men trying to pour into the single men and let them know like things that you should be looking for, in a wife. So I would get some of that in my teenage years. I remember, which was cool. But again, I think the complete package is when you have it modeled at home, when you can see that. I think that's how it's built. And so, without that, you have missing pieces, and somebody has to help fill in the gap because you got to get that information from somewhere. And it sends most young people searching, for those answers. You just hope they land in some healthy places, searching for those answers. But like I said, my local church, grace of God, I was able to be brought around men who were modeling. So by the time I did get married, in my early years, God was sending people who were pointing me in the right direction, and that was a process. So, a lot.
Bookie, I know Miss Tony was in your ear a little bit. I know she was on y'all. Like, this what you need to be looking for. What was that like?
I think she kind of set the standard like Christian values kind of standard. You know what I'm saying? You want a woman that fits into that mode of what I'm saying, like a Christian woman. But
Why you sound like you wasn't going for that? Like you didn't like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she
What is
was
that
like,
about? You see
she
that?
tried to get me on it with a church girl.
No,
Man.
because I was going, I was going to say, I was going to crack a joke, but I was just going to keep it. I'm gonna keep that one in the pocket. I was gonna crack a joke. It's something she used to say, but I'm gonna keep that in the pocket.
Nah, go and blow it up, man. Don't you all on the edge now. Now you don't want to turn her in.
I ain't gonna put her out there like that.
Shout
But
out to Miss Tony.
you know what black mamas used to say. You had to bring one home.
Yep. They used to say all kind of crazy stuff.
Man.
But nah, it was, it was. She kind of like want us to, follow, that Proverbs type woman. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would like when I deal with my son. Like, my daughter is different from my son. You know what I'm saying? My daughter she's like, I don't want no, you know what I'm saying, dude that ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of deal.
Yeah. Her mind already right about that.
I'm like, my son was in these different phases. I'm like, you gonna have to get out this phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't doing that. You know? And my wife be on his head. She be on his head because I be like, yeah, he going through this phase. When he get to college, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that phase is gonna go away. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, we not doing like, man, we were just talking about on a day because he be talking to these different girls on the phone, whatever. He ain't in no relationship, just be talking.
Yeah.
And they be talking like the girls be talking like they in relationship, and my son's like he ain't in no relationship with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like why is he talking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but from my understanding, this is what girls do now. You know what I'm saying? It's just the generation, like you said, it's the IG generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
I feel it, man.
Bruh, what is like? Yeah.
So they be making it seem like they with him, but he be like, I ain't got no girlfriend and nothing like that.
Yeah, and it's like
I think low key might be a player, bruh. He might be out here playing the field. You don't know that.
Hey, look,
my man got options. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
my man got options.
He like that. I just like be talking like we talking Instagram. Then that call, we just be talking, but I ain't in no relationship. I don't want no relationship. I don't want to deal with that. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anyway. Not that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that brings up. I got to make a confession, Jay. I wish you had the bomb. I wish you had the nuclear bomb ready, man. Because I got a terrible confession to make, man.
Let's bring that back next week. But what, bro?
Bro, I done cheated on my accountability partner, dog.
The boy said he cheated on his accountability partner.
I've been talking to somebody else, man.
Bruh.
I've been talking to somebody else. I don't know what it's looking like, but we'll see. Felt bad for a minute, but not for long. Like, man.
Well, at least you're talking to somebody.
Well, exactly. At least you know.
You gotta tell him, hey, bro, it was me, it wasn't you.
Nah, I'm gonna hit him with the usher. Hey,
what you say?
God, you make me want to leave the one I'm with, find a new relationship with you. It's just. It feel weird.
Accountability partner is like, hey, bro, it wasn't you, it was me. It was me. It was all me, it wasn't you.
Hey.
Oh my God, that is funny.
No, that's
right. You ain't talked to him. You ain't talked to us at the beginning of the year,
right? Maybe yes and no.
Bruh.
Yeah, on and no. Yes and no. We'll see, man. But I got other options out here right now. Let's find out.
Yeah, but hey, you gotta, yeah. Like, my issue is that like, no, I'm saying not my issue, but what I'm dealing with is because, like all our kids, like our kids don't know nothing about like the outside world, the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
why you say it like that though? I don't know if that's
what you mean.
Are you
the outside world, the streets.
About that?
I'm talking about the streets. Like, I don't know. My kids don't know nothing about the streets. You know
what I don't know.
When you say,
I don't know what y'all been teaching y'all kids.
Yeah. When you say streets, like how far are you taking this? Like,
no, I'm talking about
trenches.
He's talking about Power Book 1, bruh.
I'm talking about the streets. Like manipulation of people or the street niggas. You know what I'm saying? People that's from that live a hood life. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
have to tell my kids, like, yo, this is what this means. This is what you gotta watch out for this. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
this is how these kind of people maneuver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you be taking Jada and Chica all these years out to hang out in South Central over there. I know you like to hang out in South Central. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just joking.
I'm with you. I'm listening. I'm trying to see where does that lifestyle come into the picture? Because where does that come in for these kids?
Huh? I'm talking about dating.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Dealing with dating, man. Shoot, you a young you woman. I wouldn't let my daughter talk to a young you.
No, but like, how they gonna ever come across somebody like that?
That's what I'm saying. So you wouldn't let your daughter talk to a young you, would you? Exactly.
No. I'm saying, like, when they gonna cross paths is what I'm asking. Why you?
Oh, because you got kids going to school, going to college, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the public school system. You know what I'm saying? I got high school. You already had high school kids. You know what I'm saying? Your kids is grown now. So I got a high school daughter. I got a son that's about to go to college. So, like, yeah. It's a lot of people out there. You gotta even Elise, she's going to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just want to give a public service announcement. This was something that came up this past week. I've been doing a lot of deep dive and studying over our short-term rental situation. I'm trying to grow an aspect of our little small business, and so I went, like I said, doing a deep dive in there, and we had this, like, I don't even want to get all deep into it because I don't really want to get all the details. But I'm just gonna say this: if you go to a Airbnb and you're chilling, and they have cameras in around a property, you probably really, really, really want to respect those cameras. Now, most of us, I think, in our right mind, we will do this. We'll be like, all right, I know it's probably cameras up there, so I probably don't want to do anything too weird. But I will suggest one thing that you should not try to do if you are at a Airbnb and they have a pool or jacuzzi or whatever in the back. I think it's probably smart to keep your clothes on the whole time that you're there, and that if you do decide to skinny dip or do anything like that, it's probably also smart to not to tell the people that you've done that either as well. If I don't know, if you want to try to keep these moments as private as possible, you would think people would do that. But yes, so that was my lesson of
Hey, that got me wondering now. So what's the rule on the cameras? You could have cameras in all the public spaces turned on. Like, you could be watching me in your Airbnb.
It's all good. You can't have any internal cameras at all. So anything inside the house is a big no. So that's one thing. But yes, outside the perimeters of the house or whatever, really, basic security measures, having that is allowed. And you have to, of course, let people know. I have to so in the listing, you have to let people know, hey, there are cameras on the outside, but you can only have them, on the exterior. And I just think it's a smart thing to do, period. I had to look into that because, with us moving and now with the crib, what way would I go? And because I've had all this experience with the short-term rental space, I'm so big on external cameras because, nigga, people be doing all kind of stuff outside you would have no idea what's going on if not. And some people just comfortable.
Hey, they be free, dog. They be free.
They be free, but I ain't never that free, bruh. I ain't never that free where, oh yeah, I'm an asshole naked in your excuse me in your backyard and
wow.
and hey, by the way, I know that probably happened and uh yeah, just want to let you know. Like, you know what? How about not letting me know? How about what's wrong? What's
So
wrong?
if I sign up for your joint, you got that on the thing. Like there's external cameras on it all the times. Like I know that when I
Absolutely.
sign up.
Absolutely. But it's just like we tell people, just like as he was talking to, he was like, I don't know about the camera. It's like, look here, dude. Even when you at a hotel, guess what's around? It's
Yeah.
still cameras,
All the
bro.
public
This
spaces.
is what, exactly.
All the
So
public spaces.
this is not something weird. This is just coming with
Yeah.
our reality.
Or
And
don't sign up. You know you don't have to rent my space, right? Keep it pushing.
you don't, but I mean, it's a vacation rental, so part of security. It really does help because you're letting people in and out of this house all the time, not just the guests, but a lot of the your vendors and people who you have maybe coming and doing trash and pesticide
Cleaning,
and
pool maintenance,
cleaning
all that.
and pool. Like, so you gotta it gotta be open to a certain degree, but at the same time, you want to monitor
Yeah.
who all the people who coming and going. So all that outside stuff is just safety. But yeah, man, some people.
So what would you do if you saw the camera and in the backyard they having that 30+ person party that is an absolute violation? What you doing? You gonna let it ride or
Nah, we've never done that. One, we haven't dealt with that a lot. It did happen one time, at one property. It wasn't bad. It was like a family gathering, but it still was in the party, status. They ended up breaking a window too, but they paid for it. It was so we did, and it was because like you'll have cameras up, but that don't mean I want to check them all the time. You know
right?
what I mean? It's just multiple properties. I'm not checking cameras typically unless one, the guest seems sketchy, or two, there is something that may have transpired and we want to know. Like one time recently, there was a front gate that was broken. And, we had a Ring camera. The doorbell camera is facing the gate. So we could tell the moment it broke and fell off or whatever. And we just wanted to see, was it something that was happening before? Or did they, violently do something to the gate and,
Yeah.
and just broke it and be like, whatever, but nah, it looked like it was just normal wear and tear.
It's recorded in the cloud. Y'all can go back and run it back.
Man, any activity, how it's dope is you you really just like block off a certain area in the camera, and if anything happened in this area of the camera, it's just gonna start recording. So for the front though, it's kind of whack because anytime a car passed by it or it'll start recording because that's what it's facing, and it's in the the video view. So that's how that works. Is for most of them, especially the ones I've dealt with, is that it's enabled to record at any time, but it's not recording everything. Now you can go live on them, which is why I like Ring. Ring is just things just work smoothly and go live at any time and just see. And what's also dope is you can talk to them too. So people will be there, be like, "Hey," you can actually be like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" Blah 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 blah. And scare them. Scare them. Well, you ain't supposed to be there, bro. But you can talk to them, and it just makes the job like much easier. Like the whole hosting thing is much easier with technology at our disposal, bro. So
You
trying to
ever had
grow that.
somebody you ever had somebody just living there for like a month?
We have those. Matter of fact, somebody was trying to get one of our new spots and do that too for a while. Because what it be is their insurance company. It's a bunch of insurance companies
They getting
that
their
book
house redone and all that.
exactly, and so they be booking for their customers. So yes, you will get that. Um,
6 week
yeah, we
joint.
have those. Yeah, we've had a few of those, which is cool. I particularly uh, don't really care for them. They're cool, but it just increases a person's wear and tear on your spot. That's the only downside.
Because that's their house at this point.
Yeah, so they're gonna be
Basically.
living,
Yeah.
in it. So they're gonna do more of that. Like all of you would think, oh, that's still wear and tear. Nah, because when people on vacation and chilling, you
They not
might not.
there.
You're not there like super super heavy.
No, you're not there.
Um,
You out and about.
out and about, going to your little restaurant, going to the beach, which is down the street in some of these spots. So people, it's not that wear and tear. But when you living there, then you coming home from work, posting up every day, feet up, wear and tear start going a little harder than if you was just staying at a hotel, feeling like you staying at a hotel for a little bit and just
Yeah.
I'm in and out, use the shower, and I'm that type of deal. So yeah, usually nothing like too wild. Of course, you'll catch somebody peeing on the side of the house. Like, bro, you could have went in the house. Like, what are you doing?
The guest?
Why? Yes, nigga, that has happened several times. Like,
So is a
it's usually
party is up to your discretion or is against
nah. It's not
rules?
even
That's out.
the
That's out. They
the
shot a party up one time and found out it was an Airbnb and somebody died. They shut all that down. They
yeah.
was
It's
already having problems, right, Jay? It was already bad, but then
what
somebody
happens is
died, I think.
yeah. What
And they was like,
happens is
mm-mm.
you don't want to be a nuisance to your neighbor. That's the major thing. So you want to be able to operate like it's all good. Because if you're a nuisance to the neighbors, they're gonna make it bad for you, and it can be all bad. Um, so and they could be complaining. They could be like every time somebody over there, you can have a nosy neighbor always knocking on the door, telling them to turn down music and all kind of. You can have people like that if you're not like cool with the neighborhood. So you don't want that. So you don't want a bunch of people coming and going all the time, making it a little party house, and it's just noise. People always hearing noise from it all the time. Like, nah. What's funny is if you want to throw a party, maybe I'm giving up too much. If you wanted to throw a party at an Airbnb, you would just do it. And that's what most people will do. They'll just get it and they'll just do it. They're not going to ask you. What's so crazy is people ask us all the time. And then they want to, it's not going to be a lot of people. Like one last couple was like, oh, we get married at the beach, down the street. And we just want to have a few people over, afterwards. Is that going to be some kind of cool? And then they go mess around talking about a few people. We like, we give them the maximum of how many people can stay there. And then be like, and then they're going to be like, and we were gonna have a taco guy there, and I was like, "Stop it!
This is a reception.
No,
You're trying to have a reception.
Exactly. Like, stop
Yeah.
it. That's not no few dude. When do you have a few people over and then you get a taco guy? Nigga, it's never like, oh, just four of us. And then
Yeah.
taco guy, never.
So
It's
what's
gonna be
so
a
what's
party.
so if you got an Airbnb, you want to have a little chill session with a group of friends. So like, how does that work?
We can have a maximum of like, we'll say like you can have like maybe 10 people over during the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
But in the event of the one I'm thinking about, it's like in the event that we sleep 8. So this place sleeps 8 people. How many people can you have over during the daytime? Probably about 10. We'd probably be cool with that, And we'll say that we express that, but it's all kind of sneaky ways, and people. This is one of the funny. I'll give this one too. This is a little cheat code. This is a funny way for us to know who's there, because you can actually check how many people are on the Wi-Fi. So if you check and you got 40 people that's on the Wi-Fi, that's what niggas gonna do. They're gonna be like, oh, what's the Wi-Fi? They're gonna pass it out to everybody. We know how many people is on this Wi-Fi. So that's one. That's another. That's a little sneaky way. But we put noise monitors up in the houses too. There's like again, you make technology work for you, and if it hits a certain decibel, you'll get a hit. So you can gauge it. Like if it's like 90 decibels worth of noise in the house, nigga, y'all having too much fun, and it's telling me how long it's going. So you just can't crank the music and just play it all night, and we're not gonna know about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so you put that in order, make sure there ain't no parties, bruh. Everything is all good. If you become a nuisance to your neighborhood, no matter what the neighborhood is, nigga, they're gonna want you out of there. That's the whole reason that, businesses and stuff don't be being zoned in residential areas. It's like,
Yeah.
you want to make noise and have people coming and going. That's gonna be in this area over here. But what happens when your neighbor now, because y'all live in a county where y'all can do Airbnb, decides to turn your next door spot into a hotel? People
There's a
just
wedding reception next door.
all of a sudden, it went from a house to a whole reception hall next door. Like, people ain't with that, bro. And different cities require different things. Like, in one city we operate in, you got to post it on the house itself. Actually, a couple of houses that we deal with, we
On
got
the
to do
front?
that. Yep. Like, nigga, this is an Airbnb. Don't trip, but just know.
All kind of strange people gonna be coming in and out of
Yep.
this joint
All
every
kind of
other
strange.
week.
Yep. Strange people have the right to be walking up and down this driveway right here because it is what it is. So some cities do that. Some don't require them at all.
That makes sense because it was this lady, my neighbor hit me up. His ring was recording this lady who walked up on his porch and just started going through the Amazon packages. And he came up to me like, yo, like, you seen this chick like just going around porch pirating everybody? And I was like, I
Man.
seen a few people, but I ain't seen her. But he was like, hey, she was just rummaging through my stuff on my porch for a long time. He showed me the video too. Like, hey, if you see her, it was an old lady. I'm like, this old lady, wow. She just going through stuff on somebody's porch. But I mean, if you knew it was an Airbnb house, you wouldn't think twice about it. You're like, it's gonna be all kind of people there. I don't know who that is, and I'm not gonna help you either because I don't know to look out for you. Like me and my neighbors, we looking out for each other. Who is that? You know what I mean? But if you just got people coming and going, I don't know to do that. So I feel that.
Yeah, it felt weird. I was at a spot recently we just took on to help them co-host because we do that as well. Help them, just run theirs and run it better. And I feel weird sometimes just going up in other people's houses and then their neighbor be out and was looking. Cause that's how I felt when I walked out of the house. This is way out, man. This is like San Jacinto. This is like freaking Hemet, nigga, like way out there in that area.
Yeah.
And I walk into the house, a little cold or whatever, and I see the neighbor out just looking, watering their grass, whatever. And I be thinking to myself, man, how many different people they see coming into this house and going out of this house. And I'm the new stranger now, helping, manage this. But I don't know. I think if you quiet enough and cool enough, I haven't had no horror stories with neighbors.
Is that why they be boxing them out because of that aspect of like people coming and going? I'm a homeowner. I
Yeah,
gotta live next door to strangers being in and out.
Think about it like you live in an elite neighborhood and you're glad and happy that you don't have a lot of people coming and going. You kind of want to be low key. You want to be, and then all of a sudden your neighbor has created this opportunity for all kind of strangers to show up whenever they want to.
From all over the country,
from all over the country. Yeah. People don't want that in their neighborhood. So they're gonna go to their little city council meetings and be like, nah, we're gonna outlaw it or whatever. Or some people just restrict them to a certain amount of because we have that scenario as well. We're one of the spots we were able to, secure it before they put a cap
locked
on
it down, huh?
Yep, and now you can't put no new ones in that area. And yeah, so I don't know. But I love the game because I think I like hospitality and just knowing that I'm a part of somebody's like good time that they're having with their family. And it's all kind of different occasions. Even like you mentioned, it's even also funerals and stuff that people be flying in and being with their family. But it's something about, and James, you know this because this what started it all. It's something about going into an Airbnb with your friends and just spending that time together in the house versus, everybody just get a different room at a hotel. It's a whole It's a whole different
It's
vibe.
a sleepover, fam. It's an adult sleepover, like
It's
from
a
back in the day. It's dope.
and we have the best times, and we were, and that was the cool thing about it is because it kind of was birthed out of that. Like from
Yeah.
doing that, then we realized, oh man, we could be on the other side of the counter. This, oh yeah, because you first you think, oh man, I have to buy a property, and that was our thinking. We were like, nah, but then once we just discovered arbitrage and co-host and all that, we was like, oh snap, it's a whole world to it. But I remember the early memories we created in those trips, and being able to do that for other people is a cool feeling. So
Bookie, you over there thinking if you could have a funeral at an Airbnb now? You're like, oh, I could rent that for the funeral. Oh, I didn't know.
I don't
yep,
know,
I
man.
could rent. I had a whole service at the Airbnb.
I actually I don't know how I feel about Airbnb in my neighborhood though.
No.
Yeah,
it's going.
I think I'm one of them guys. He'll be at the city council meeting like, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I want that because that's what you think. You thinking that you open up a part of your city where anybody can come through, like a hotel or a motel, and you can't really say nothing about it. And I
mm,
don't know the steps that people do to have it outlawed, but you're gonna find a mix because then you'll find a city that likes it because it kind of helps, with some of the tourism, and the city's still
yeah,
gonna get their taxes off of
yeah.
you. So they appreciate that. So yeah, you're gonna get some people that love it, but then you got the people who, I put it like this. What I have found is that in the real super wealthy, rich neighborhoods, especially here in Southern California, you'll see it outlawed. You'll see it like,
Mm,
don't be bringing that over here. Like, nah. And it can be very limited in those places. Because the
I
first
want
thing no, go ahead. My bad.
no, I'm saying do it like affect like the neighborhood, like their property value and all that in the neighborhood.
Nah,
No,
nah. You keep the property up is cool, and that's another thing. One of the major places that it's outlawed is anywhere there's a homeowners association.
Our
Any,
HOA ain't going for that.
anything
yeah,
that's HOA that in part is built to help you keep the value of your property based on their
yeah,
rules and how they have things structured. So yeah, you won't be coming up in there because it was a season where they was killing it places like that before they outlawed them. Like remember James, we stayed in a place like in Miami that was like uh, it was Florida. I don't know if it was Miami.
It
It might
was
have been
gated.
Miami.
It was gay. You had to have a code to get in that mug. I remember that.
Yeah, it was like almost felt like a hotel that you was renting, but people had bought units there. That's what it felt like. But places like that, boy, they used to in their old days, they was killing them places. They was renting them places and Airbnb them places out. But as you can imagine, a place that's like a hotel in Miami is gonna have traffic.
yeah,
And if it's mixed with people who actually live here, then you've created a different vibe in a place. And if they don't want that, which a lot of them places didn't want,
mm.
these apartment buildings didn't want all this, traffic. So slowly but surely, yeah, they would be banned in certain areas, but some certain areas love them.
I can see it. I can see it being popular. Like if I had a house in like a tourist neighborhood, I could see it popping over there. Be like, yeah, put me an Airbnb over here
But
because that's
here's
where
another.
people want to go. Like the South Bay,
Yep.
anything like anything up PCH, and what I'm saying
Water,
over that
by the
way
water,
by the water. You know what
like
I'm
Cali
saying?
Beach life.
You gotta have Airbnbs over there. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's so dope too? Not only are the hot spots, but the cities next to the hot spots.
Yeah, and
Mm,
like
And
right now, it's
traffic.
like it's a football game, and they coming out here to LA to play against the LA football team, and it's a blizzard back home.
yeah,
So they coming out here, they got paper. This is their vacation. They got paper.
Look,
They want to get a mansion or something on the water.
look, I got a cousin who got one in Inglewood, but just like I told you, they put a cap in certain cities, and Inglewood was one of those cities. So they're
Yeah.
not giving out no more, permits no time soon. but she got in a long time ago. I'm talking about before the stadiums, before a while ago. She was over there and was doing
How's she
it.
doing?
Doesn't really call me to let me know how well she's doing. I'm just kidding. She's doing good. I mean,
Yeah.
think about all the activity that's over there and how many times a year somebody's gonna need our desire to stay over there somewhere with a parking spot, a whole, driveway and situation versus, a hotel. And you think about all those events and the things that can be happening over there. It's a
Man, it's
gold
so
mine.
fly over there.
Hey,
Kendrick about to show up over there. I'm trying to get there, man. I ain't wanted to be at a concert in a long time. I want to
That's
go
the
to
one
that.
to be.
I want to
That's the
be
one
in
to
the
be at.
building, man. I want to be in the building. I didn't want to be at that turn up. I felt like that was really for like, the young heads. But this next one, man, he got time to put this together. I was pricing them joints. Me and the homies was talking about getting in that building, man.
I see
They
them graph.
400 in the nosebleeds at SoFi right now. That ain't even before, that's before all them other fees.
See, my paper,
400.
I just felt like my paper ain't never been right for the concert tickets.
Not like
I've
that.
never felt like, oh man, dang.
No.
I'm trying to think, who would I spend that much money on to see?
like a
Who would
rack
I
on
spend?
2 tickets. Like I can't do it, bro.
I know, but
Not
who
right
would you
now.
do?
This is the one. That's what I'm gonna say right now. This is the one. Kendrick on this run with this last joint he dropped at GNX, and there's probably another one coming out on the heels of the Super Bowl and the victory lap over Drake. This is the one where you like, all right, I got a couple hundred for that. Now I don't feel the 1,000 for 2 tickets. I don't feel right. But
It is. I mean,
man, this is the one where you would be like, you stare at the screen a little bit longer. Like I want to be in that building, man. That's different. What he doing right now is different. You got to admit that. What this run he on, this new album that he dropped, man,
is it
that
the
joint is different.
run, or is what we was talking about the last, or is it the bots, nigga, that's making us think this? That this is the run that we are. Is it the new marketing?
Man.
Is he tapped into what Drake was tapped into as far as the marketing machine, and now Drake has to,
I
park
don't
his.
know. I don't know how much we got to give these bots credit because remember the run that Drake was on when he had like Fake Friends and some of them songs that was out. Everybody and their mama was playing them songs all day, every day. You couldn't get away from it. So you
But
throw a few bots in there, they like sweeten the pot a little bit, but you couldn't get away from Hotline Bling. Remember these runs that Drake was on? You couldn't get away from them. You can't get away from Kendrick album in the city. It's everywhere. It won't go away. Everybody know the lyrics. Everybody know the hooks. It's popping. And I ain't even clubbing, so I can only imagine if you've been to a couple clubs this week or for the holiday season, the club's gonna be popping in Hollywood. It's gonna be
man,
up.
man, ain't nobody our age at the club no more.
I'm saying, but think about that scene. We
Thanksgiving.
was in that scene. That music ain't.
Oh
His
yeah.
music is in heavy rotation everywhere you at.
All you
I
gotta
just
watch
think,
is if you watch a TikTok video, or Instagram video, and they got to dance to go with the song. It's popping.
yeah. And that's what I noticed is that when his music did hit, it became like also like viral on TikTok. So you could be baking cookies and it's gonna be to a new Kendrick. It don't matter. They using his audio for
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. You making cookies.
And they got to dance to that Squabble Up now. And everybody doing. Once they make a dance to your song, then
man,
it's popping.
He put it in the song, though. He telling you what the steps are. No, step to this and walk and pivot and toot and all that. He telling you like this some barbecue music, bro. You're not gonna get rid of me no time soon. He telling you it's cold, man. It's a cold run. I would like to see certain stuff like that. Y'all ever seen somebody that was super like popping like that in concert? Like I remember going to like the worst ones, like R. Kelly and whatnot, but it was in a prime. Going to some of these joints in their prime, it's a
nigga. I went to Barton Coliseum in Arkansas. Nigga, I saw Public Enemy, LL Cool J, Houdini. Who else was on there?
I thought nigga was say 3-6 Mafia or somebody.
I did too.
It was.
I did too.
It was a whole Def Jam
They had a
Old
run
Def
though,
Jam.
Boogie. They had a dope run.
Yeah.
No,
Soon as he
they
said
did.
Arkansas, I was like, oh, he gonna be one of them
It's either No Limit or
underground.
3-6.
All right, this is no joke. True story. This is 100% true story. The same Coliseum I'm talking about, Barton Coliseum. Later on, in the late 90s, nigga, I ended up being out there, with my cousins making music, whatever. I was in that very same Coliseum. And we was doing a show with MJG at 8 Ball. So
Ooh.
that lets you know,
Ooh.
Bookie, you right. That's the kind of the people you
Yeah,
would
that's what I
expect.
thought you was gonna say. I
Yes,
thought
Yeah.
that's who you expect when you say Arkansas. You like, oh yeah,
UGK, something like that. It's gonna
like,
be
oh
UGK or
yeah,
somebody.
oh yeah, it's gonna be super hood. Whoever
Whoever it
coming
is.
through, whoever coming through. So it was a concert with them, and we was just doing an opener, and it was all these. Here's the problem with certain genres of hip hop. When it's real street hip hop, it's real stuff from the hood. It's usually chunk full of people who are actually from the streets. So we are here opening up for them, and we are very mixy. We have a lot of people who are definitely from the streets, and we know that they there. But this is something that we didn't calculate. This is called being young and dumb. Is we practice this too. It's gonna be certain, like he gonna do a little piece of verse. I'm gonna do like a little piece of verse, and then we're gonna culminate the end of our hyping section by asking people to throw their hoods up. Now we practiced this, and we were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna see your little piece," and then we're gonna end it all by telling everybody to throw their hood up, right? But we didn't think what people would actually start doing when we asked them to do that, and niggas start throwing their hoods up, and niggas start going what, and niggas start fighting down there, started throwing chairs, nigga, ended the whole thing. All I remember is the police running into the like coming in like 10, 20 of them running into the whole arena because these niggas have started fighting and throwing chairs and all of this.
This
right
nigga
after
started a riot.
it started a full riot. Look, we all had to run off stage. We ran in the back. People
That
was
nigga ain't
running
gonna run
every.
off stage.
Look, we ran off stage. Listen. Because once the police came in, we knew it was over with. They coming in, and people throwing chairs. We like, this is not gonna end well. So we were like, all right, everybody ran off stage. Then we run in the dressing room. They had these, I'll never forget, they had these very big, like rolling doors to just I guess part of the arena. And we went in there, man, closed the door, and we were just hearing people just running and screaming or whatever. We just waited for it to all calm down before we even came out of there. Barton Coliseum, no lie, nigga.
But they started a riot, Bookie
They
went
started a
ahead.
whole gang war banging Little Rock.
Nigga, no MJG gets to come out. None of that. All of that's canceled. The only thing that happened,
They ruined the concert.
the whole concert, everything is shut down, bruh. And and the last person to be on that stage was me and my cousin. God dog, and we was, dude, that was a funny nigga. You're not thinking that anything is gonna happen. You thinking, oh, you gonna do your little raps? Oh yeah, you gonna tell a whole bunch of hood niggas to throw their hood up.
Next time you do, Jay,
and nobody's gonna feel offended at all. Nobody.
Next time you do a 2 truths and 1 lie, put on there, I started a riot.
Started a riot, bro.
You got that as a truth on your list, big dog.
That was a gang war, bro.
Bruh, that was the most stupidest thing that you could have done in that setting. Like, who does that? And we had rehearsed it
in the 90s or what, the 2000s, 90s.
No, it was the late 90s. It was.
Throw your hoods up in the 90s, Bookie. That's what he doing.
Hey, in Arkansas, though, you think it's no big deal.
Arkansas is Compton in the 90s. Everything is Compton in the 90s. We all listening to Snoop. We all listening to Chronic. Everybody think they hard.
Everybody.
That's why they did that documentary.
Was booming.
Banging in Little Rock.
That's why they did the documentary, because they was like, oh, they did that concert. Let's do this documentary down there. They turned up.
Nigga, nah, we came. We was after the documentary, so I can say that this was a little bit after that. But boy,
now Denver is just like Compton. Remember that?
Horrible.
Little Rock was just like
Compton. Horrible, horrible. What we exported around the nation, just
drugs and gangs and pimping.
And it is, and the gangs is like heavy. And brothers be trying to tell them like it's a little bit different. Like out here on the West, like the hoods and stuff is ran a little bit different. They're a little bit more serious about it. It's not as flippant as some of y'all have taken it and carried it on to these small cities, USA, and now y'all this and that. And it's like, nah, that got some real roots somewhere. And there's some people who take that very, very seriously. I know. You say you're serious, but niggas out here who gangbang, these niggas is very, very serious. I've never seen this level of concentration when it comes to that type of activity, but out here.
Hey, real quick question. I need y'all advice. If I do try to pull this trigger on this Kendrick move with the homies, if I sit in the nosebleeds near the top, near the roof, is that where all the weed smoke is going to accumulate? Because I don't really want to be bombed when I get out of there.
First of all, trust me, it's going to be everywhere in that area. It's like you're going to be up there at the top, in the middle, or in the front. It's going to be everywhere, first of all, as long as you're in Southern California. So you're not going to be able to get away from that unless,
it's open air. It's a little bit of open. It's kind of open. It ain't truly closed off, even though it got a roof.
That's when you gotta own one of them the boxes of sweets, bro. Them people making money too. That's another hustle. People I've been seeing and people talk about a lot is buying these sweets in these arenas and renting them out for concerts and stuff. So they and I know that ain't cheap, but they buy out a whole suite, which gives them the access to whatever, and they slang the tickets and the spots without getting in trouble.
You could buy. I'm pretty
sure you can't do that.
You could buy a package where that's your suite, no matter what's open, no matter what they doing.
Exactly.
Maxwell, anything.
Exactly.
Football, basketball, concert, comedian. Oh wow, that's deep.
Exactly, and then they flipping it. So
see how broke I
this
sound.
week. What you mean?
I don't even know that's the thing. That's how broke I am.
Nah, it's all about it's all about who you following on that algorithm, brother. I'm trying to tell you, TikTok got a whole college, bruh.
Yeah,
you can enroll yourself to. Instagram got one too. They all do. But I don't know, fellas. Is that our time? Y'all looking like y'all tapped out.
Nah, I'm just listening, man. I'm learning. I'm really thinking about pulling the trigger on this Kendrick joint. I'm really thinking about it, man.
Just get some good videos so you can show me.
Hey.
Yeah, because Bookie, I ain't got it like that.
It's an all-time moment. I don't either, but it's an all-time. Just like our Picasso, bro. This is different. This is
make
very
this nigga Picasso.
Different. It's different. I'm telling you, this is different. If you love hip hop, this is different.
You love hip hop and everything. I can understand it.
This is different, yo. This is like when you start talking about when you said Public Enemy, Houdini, I was like, yo, that's an all-time concert. You know that you cherish that memory. You was in the room.
I brought back a poster, and none of my people was playing Public Enemy. They didn't even know who they was. They wasn't even playing their music yet, and we was on them after that. I remember.
Man, I'm like imagine EPMD in a prime. Imagine.
I
saw Snoop and Pac in a prime. You probably saw that too, Jay, at the arena. We had Pac and Snoop in a prime. Man, that was a fire concert. It was small. They just did like a little appearance, but still, he was big.
LL came out, nigga, in front of a giant radio, nigga. Trust me, that was a moment.
Yeah, that's hard. That sounds hard.
And Public Enemy, this was back in the days when there's 50 niggas on stage. You like, oh man, they finna take over. It's finna be a race war in here, and they gonna win. That's how many people Public Enemy used to have on stage with the dude with Professor Griff.
They
he
could
got a
have a
whole
race war.
he got a whole Orveo stage. And they all moving around in military formations and stuff. Like these days, just they came to like do more than rap. So yeah, it was that time when you could have all of that, and then somebody like Houdini, nigga, and Kid and Play
Man, that
in
sounds
the
so
mix.
dope. Bookie been to some dope concerts too. Bookie that took in some of them R&B 90s with all the top dogs. Keep Sweating Everybody.
Yeah, I do that.
Them joints be special, man. They be dope.
And my country music concerts, bro.
You need to go to Stagecoach. You been to Stagecoach yet?
Nah,
Is that the same?
That's that's too many people down there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, nah.
at this age, at this point in life, I ain't trying to do them big old crowd festivals like that, bro.
My problem with him is like, where do I sit down?
Yeah, man.
That's my biggest concern when I be seeing those crowds. It's like, you know what? There's nowhere to sit down. These guys are standing up this whole time. I'm like,
For 3 days.
I'm like,
And we ain't in our 20s no more, dog. So we can't be doing all that.
Yeah. But a jazz festival with some tents set up, oh man. With the easy up set up.
Man, nice comfortable chairs.
Yeah, with some chairs underneath it, you might have me posted up.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz or whatever. Yep.
All right, man. Let's get out of here.
I know, man. It's that vibe. It's that time. Let us not hold you any longer. If you made it this long, we most definitely appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us. And this ends as it began with the toast. So grab your drink and understand this. We all fall, but we say don't trip. We all been called, but all stall a bit. We all stand tall. Into that time we slip. Just admit, without the grace of God, I'm really bad at this.
Yes.
Cheers, fellas.